Monster in a Box version 2.0 is complete. The only things is the string of lights 20 feet. I could have really used 30 feet, so I could have run it properly across the back. That's something simple enough to do. I stained this last night. This was on clearance at Lowe's. I would have preferred dark walnut, but this is what they had. It was $1. So I can't go wrong for the price, because otherwise something like this would have been like 20 bucks. This was not on sale. They had some spray paints, but nothing. So I picked up this flat gray, or primer gray they call it, but it's not primer, it's really paint. And I painted the bars gray, and I just threw a little bit of black on them, so you can kind of see that they look, I don't know, worn kind of look. I think that looks pretty good. The chains are dollar store chains, so $1 a piece. They were a little too short, so with the third chain, I lengthened them. And they're just screwed in here and here. And originally I did loop these together, but it was kind of like a little bundle mess, so I just used one of these keychains to kind of keep it together. Looks fine. And for the back, I could use hooks, but I had screws. So when you need to do maintenance, you just pull off one side, come pull off the other side. And we'll look. So this string of lights I probably got for like $2 on clearance last year. Otherwise they're about $4. The dowel, I think it was 88 cents. It was 4 feet. I cut it into 4 equal pieces. It was perfect. The wood. I think it's part of, not a pallet, but when you buy big machinery at Lowe's, like a big snowblower, it's in a metal casing, and they use these wooden slats, and they were throwing them away. So I picked up several of them for free. So that was cool. The monitor. Last year I used one of my projectors. Monitor's better. This was free. It's like 20 years old. Works fine. Power supply down there I am borrowing because mine, the circuit breaker blew up, I should say. So that's a temporary supply until I get a new circuit breaker for the other one. That's a power supply for the monitor. Extension cords. This is the audio video player. I have it set up to run VGA right now. I bought another one that only did HDMI, but this one has buttons on the front. You can control it. So as soon as you power this bad boy up, it'll play anything that's in the root folder of the USB drive. I don't know if I'm going to do orange eyes, which are called Fury eyes, or the green eyes, which are called Goblin eyes. This is a windshield wiper motor. This is new. I got it from Monster Guts. This is probably one of the more expensive things, 35 bucks. However, if you try to buy it from a dealer or something, it's a lot more than that. I don't know what kind of vehicle it came from. But like I said, with 35 bucks, and I bought a couple of motors and then another type of motor, so the shipping was like 12 bucks maybe. This is a cam. I think I got this from Undercover Monster on YouTube. And it's supposed to be 3/4 inch wood, but I didn't have an extension coupler nut. I did finally find some at Robinson Hardware. Home Depot and Lowe's does not carry it, and Amazon wants you to buy $100 worth of them. So right now when this spins, this little bolt just keeps this from slipping. So this will turn and it'll keep flipping and pop it up at different rates, as you can see. Next year I may do this in 3/4 and then change the variation of the cam. This is just a red LED light. Tube, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't seem to produce enough light, but it's around the top, so when the box jumps up and down, you could see a red light inside. That's the idea behind it anyway. So that's it for the inside. Like I said, they got a 3-way power cord in there that controls the power for the monitor, the power supply, and the lights. And then there's a separate power cord that comes out that controls the motor. And that's right here. So the lights and the monster in the box are on all the time, and the sound. It's not until somebody walks by and triggers the motion sensor that power is applied to the motor. Now I won't be able to show you that technically right now because the motion sensor I built is out front. I'll put a link in the description of how I did that. But what I can show you is what will happen at night. We'll turn this off. We will plug this in. And like I said, I don't know if I'm going to go with the orange Fury or the green Goblin eyes, but it takes a second. Unfortunately, this is a compromise. It covers the eyes a little bit. Maybe I can loop this up a little higher. or loop it a little lower so more of the eyes show. But I think that's okay. And like I said, the lights were a little low. I need another 10 feet. I only have one set of purple lights. That's all they had available last year. And now it's going to cycle through the Fury eyes. So when someone walks by, this is what it's going to do. Let me go in. We'll do a manual plug-in for now. So, to be honest, I think that's pretty cool right now. Maybe I'll go out and get another string of purple lights to finish off the look. And I think it'll look complete. But next I will show you what it looks like when it's dark out. And there it is in its glory, working. With the gel bars in the front, the chains, I'm not sure. I really want them to crisscross. Problem is, if they crisscross, they interfere with the face, so I think I will not crisscross them. Let me show you what it looks like crisscross, and you can tell me. And that is crisscross. I mean, it's not terrible, but I think it might look better if it was straight up and down. Kind of hard to see, but there's a red light inside. And right now this is switching, as I mentioned, from green goblin eyes back to orange Fury eyes. I haven't decided which one I'm going to do. Maybe I'll keep it in both. We will see. And you will see the green eyes in a second. Oh, sorry, the Fury orange eyes. Alrighty. There's a preview without projections. We are getting closer. The weather has not been cooperating. There's the cat. There's Pumpkin. I fixed it. Bought some Gemmy external lights and replaced the components inside this so I wouldn't have to buy a new one. Snake is staying deflated at this point. We have this little skull motion guy, but he flipped around from the wind. Well, Gemmy lights there. Some orange strings here, a 6 pumpkin blow up. We have the Reaper, and we have the Bat, and the Pumpkin Reaper. And I do not have the projection up yet. I have the Trick or Treat blow up, and the turkey isn't showing up. I have a feeling that light blow out too. The praying mantis now lights up again. That's also a Gemmy product. Gemmy products, they are failing left and right. I've blown 2 adapters and 2 of the internal lights. It's not good for a product that retails about, I don't know, $120 or something. I didn't pay that, but still. Again, the turkey looks a little dim. I will have to find out why. And I got the big eyes. Well, check that out. Clearance at Lowe's. And I decided to hang it from the house instead of the ground. I think it looks kind of cool. And I got one more for you. Gotta get way back for this one. Oh yeah, there it is. The dragon. It's got the skull down there. Wish it lit up a little better, but it does have a moving head. And with the eyes. Again, I wish it was lit up a little better. Maybe I could do something about that. And let's get back, way back, and take a big look. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that turkey's got to move. It's got a blown out light, and that's what it seems. I'll have to work on that. That is so hysterical with the eyes. It's getting blocked by the back screen. But I hope to have a dry run with the projection stuff this weekend. But it's probably going to rain. So, anyway, that's what we have for now. Talk to you in a bit.